Just a heads up, this is not going to be a nice vlog today. Right, there's some stuff I need to talk to you about. So, yeah, if you want an enjoyable vlog, this is not going to be the vlog to watch. Basically, this is going to be all about why I'm living in Nottingham now. And it's also going to be about what happened between when I stopped vlogging and when I started taking vlogging again. Here is what happened to me and why I'm in Nottingham. Right, okay, so I originally stopped vlogging because I didn't have time to do it. I didn't have enough time to spend with Theo, vlog and work at the same time. So I pretty much was balancing a lot of stuff. So I took away vlogging because that created more time for me and Theo. It was great. Then after a while, I started working, I got a new job. I started working at EE, really enjoyed it. I actually got fired from that job. I actually got dismissed from that job because I didn't pass my probation. For the amount of warnings that I had on record. One of them being a sexual harassment one. Not that there was sexual harassment, don't get me wrong. It was just a girl who was being extremely malicious. And they took her side of the story for it because she was a girl. She was very, very clever with how she did stuff. And it turns out that after I got let off, she started doing the same thing that she did to me to somebody else. After that, I got another job straight away. Within 7 days, I got another job at a place called Cash Converters. Now, working at Cash Converters was rubbish. It was horrible. I was going to quit. It was one of, if not the worst job I've ever had. Mainly for the people that work there. People that work there are just completely up their own backsides. Not in a good way. I finally lost that job as they got rid of me for reasons where I didn't follow commands. I did. I just wasn't taught anything, so I didn't really know how to do the job. Now, one of the things that happened when I lost that job, a lot of strain on our mine and Nell's relationship. We both decided it would be better if we weren't together anymore. Because we had a house together and we had Theo, we decided that we would trial living together in the same house and see how that worked. It didn't. Mainly down to me. Because I didn't have a job, I would job search for about 5 hours a day, constantly checking my phone, being on my phone, looking for jobs. At the same time, I'd be looking after Theo. Nell, God bless her, went out and got as much overtime as she could at her job. The trouble is that I didn't do any of the stuff you're supposed to do. I didn't make meals for when she came home from work after a hard day, but it just wasn't working. Both me and Nell are very headstrong people. It got to the point where we'd be arguing quite a lot. We both agreed never to argue in front of Theo, but there was one point where we did. Basically, I don't want to get into the depths of it because it is quite personal, and I'm pretty sure Nell won't want us to say this on the vlog. But basically, the end result of that was that her parents came down and said that we're moving to Nottingham now. On like the 15th of June this year, I was told that I have 3 days to move to Nottingham. Now don't get me wrong, the entire plan all along was to save up enough money so that we could get a decent house in Nottingham so that we would be close to our parents. Well, her parents. So that Theo would be close to his grandparents. Theo was close to his grandparents, is now close to his grandparents. That was the original plan and we were going to do that. But it all got rushed and moved forwards a lot quicker. Like the plan was to save money and to have enough money that we could comfortably sit in Nottingham and have a house or whatever. Yeah, so I moved to Nottingham straight away with Theo. I lived with her parents for a while, for about 3 to 4 weeks. Found a job straight away. Found a place to live, which is here, and I've been in that situation since. Way too complicated to actually break down properly. Most of this stuff is abbreviated. Trying to leave out details where I will get told off by now. Basically, Was with Nell, had a great time raising Theo. Things got really rubbish. I ended up losing 2 jobs, put a load of strain on our relationship. I ended up being pretty lazy. So my situation is that I'm living in a shared house with some awesome housemates, and I have a job that could bring in a lot of money if I really try a lot. Nell's situation is that her mum and dad bought a house. She rents the house off her parents, but it's a secure place for Theo. Now, I've never said that Nell was a bad mum. She is one of the best people I've ever known to adapt to motherhood like she has. She's an amazing mum. Fantastic. I could have stayed in Plymouth and stayed with my friends and had that support network. I wanted to. Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to. But I really love my son. And I do not know what I would do without him. They change your life. So I moved to Nottingham to be with Theo. Nell's mum and dad were great. They put me up for as long as I needed. Eventually I got this place. And now this is where I am. There's a lot of stuff inside me where I feel like I wish we'd have actually worked it out. And I wish we could have got beyond it and wish we could have got past it. But yeah, Nell grew to hate me. I don't really have that ability to talk about my issues. When I say ability, I mean I don't have that backbone to raise an issue with somebody straight away. So yeah, when me and Nell had a problem, I just buried it and pretended it wasn't there. Now, it's all unraveled and this is my problem. This is the main reason that I started blogging. And that I've literally, my life has caved in on itself and I'm back to where I was when I first moved to Plymouth. Except now I'm in Nottingham. I want to reprimand everything and just make it all perfect again. But that's going to take time. If I vlog it, it means that I can watch that development again. Look what the hell I went through when I first started vlogging to when I stopped vlogging. That's a massive change of life. Hopefully this is going to show that as well. I really hope that cleared up some stuff. There's a lot of things I need to rectify in my life. It's an ongoing project now. And I hate calling Theo a project, but he is like the best thing in my life and I want him to have a better life than I had. At the moment, he is getting that. I can't thank Nell's parents enough. Yeah, I can't thank Nell's parents enough. Theo's grandparents really helped me out a lot. I am really sorry about everything that happened like over the last year. And I know a lot of it was my fault. But life is all about learning, right? So as long as I adapt to those situations and take them on board and try and correct him. Anyway, I'm going to go. I've been a Monkaiy. This has been my vlog. You know I'm going to close this vlog on my nose because that's the way a Monkaiy rolls. I will see you all later. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, right. I just want to say that I am really sorry for how bad this vlog, or how depressing this vlog has got. Tomorrow we'll be back to the happiness of my life, but I just felt like it was needed. I needed to get that off my chest. I needed to tell you why I wasn't vlogging. I needed to express how I felt. So I'm glad I did. I feel better now. But yeah, let's not forget, life's all about living and appreciating what you've got. Alright? So, yeah. There you go. I'm gonna go live my life because that's what life's worth and that's what life's about.